Welcome back. Today is quite a special day for me because I'm going to be collaborating with someone that I've wanted to work with for quite a while. This is Suzanne Smith.
Hi.
Please subscribe to her channel, link in the description and on the screen now. She and I roughly started around the same time, and she makes a lot of anti-SJW, anti-feminist rant videos. She's amazing. But before that, and this is going to torture Fiffin to no end. Oh, bitch. I'd like my sandwich, please.
I have bread.
Well, that's a good start. What else do you have?
The meat is the most important part of any sandwich.
Otterface, you should take notes right now.
I have cheese.
Do you also happen to have rat poison? I like my sandwiches to be spicy after all.
Oh god, I can't open the cheese.
Please try. The more you do, the more triggered the little bitch in the cage is.
Mayo, which I need a spoon for.
You said you needed a spoon. That's a steak knife.
It's not a complicated sandwich. It's ham, mayo, and cheese.
Yeah, I'm not accepting that until you take a bite. For all I know, this little bitch could have put poison in it. That nice, huh? Oh well, I guess I'll just have myself a glass of rat poison and whiskey for this video. Let's begin.
Be honest. You hate black people, don't you?
No, I don't actually.
I have to side with Suzanne on this one. I cannot see a legitimate reason to hate someone based on the pigmentation of their skin. If you're going to have any dislike towards another person, let it be because of their ideas or their actions.
White people, do you know what gentrification is doing to black neighborhoods?
Yes, while it sucks, it kind of makes sense. Because buy low, sell high. It sucks, but such is the way of things.
Personally, I have no problems with gentrification, and I've got the definition on the screen there just in case anyone wants to know. But I do take issue with you saying within black neighbourhoods. That implies a community within a community. Now I know there are many studies that show, and it's certainly proven when you see things like prison documentaries, people divide themselves up by race as one of those comforting elements. Something I noticed within those prison documentaries is that those that divided themselves by colour did so because they felt more comfortable associating with somebody of a similar race, which is of course fine. They also associated by gang, but that was a community yet again within another community within the whole community as a communityception. However, it is still not acceptable to get pissy because your black neighbourhood is being infected with whiteness. It's rather sad.
Why is being a former drug dealer a bad thing, but being a former slave owner totally okay in white America?
Well, first and foremost, being a slave owner was legal at one point, so you weren't breaking any fucking laws by owning slaves. Being a drug dealer is illegal. Now, no one alive today, like no white person you're talking to today has ever owned slaves, ever. Because that's now illegal. It's not even illegal. It's like we just fucking we don't need slaves anymore. I'm perfectly capable of doing my own shit myself. We have grown fucking past slavery in that context anyway.
Yeah, I can't really add to the drug dealer part, but I can to the slavery. See, while you do go ahead and reference white America, I do want to point out to you that slavery does still exist in the world. It is estimated 30 million people are subjected to modern slavery worldwide. Modern slavery includes debt bondage, forced marriage, child labour, human trafficking, and forced labour. Guess where the highest numbers of this are? It's not white America, I promise you that.
Do you honestly think the structure of America is not based on racism?
No. I could expand on that, but I think the word no is sufficient.
Do you really think you discovered America?
Now, in terms of discovering, the Vikings came over to America 3,000 years ago. So in that context, yes, white people discovered America. Now, if you're talking about, like, came to America, or the North American continent, there was a land bridge from Russia to Alaska, and people came over through the land bridge, and then ended up settling across North America and into America. But if you're using discovered, the Vikings discovered it. So yes, white people did discover America.
Do you really think it's yours?
Although I'm English, I do believe I can give this a sufficient answer. Any citizen in the United States of America, and non-citizen actually, can own property or land. It is not white America that owns America. It is America and other people outside who own property there. So, everyone.
When I'm upset, I'm an angry black man. But when you're upset, you're just upset. Aren't you an angry white man?
I think somebody's getting a bit butthurt over a turn of phrase. When a white man is angry, yes, he is an angry white man. Maybe it isn't spoken as much as angry black man, but that's because angry black man is a lot funnier. What do you think, Suzanne?
Well, considering I'm a woman, no. And I'm mixed race, and I'm more irritated than angry. So I'm an irritated mixed-race woman.
Why isn't racism illegal?
You can't make thoughts and feelings illegal. Racism is based around thoughts and feelings. Those thoughts and feelings can become actions, and those actions are illegal. You can't discriminate. There are things called hate crimes. But you can't say, I hate black people, and then be arrested. That's stupid. The bitch who asked this question is a fucking moron.
Yes, she is a bit precious. I do find it fascinating that these fools have 20 questions and they ask ones that are born out of ignorance and are easily debunked with a quick Google search.
Why is gaining the black vote so important, but mass incarceration against black people isn't?
Because electing people is more important than giving a damn about those that go out and commit crime. That said, the fact you use race on both is rather irritating.
Why are all of y'all afraid of black people?
I fucking swear the bitch that asked this question is goddamn racist.
This stems from the stupid idea of black people in white America. It is America, not white America. You choose to separate yourself and create problems by always labeling things.
I am not afraid of black people. My grandmother isn't afraid of black people. Fucking Christ, people annoy me.
What are you going to do about systematic racism?
Fucking nothing, because it's not my responsibility, because I am not racist. People are going to hate you for all manners of things, okay? And the most useless is hating you for your fucking skin tone. Now, unless someone commits a hate crime against you, or someone you know, don't give a fuck.
Before we continue, I want to correct the moron that spoke. He said systematic, but the writing says systemic. He should have said systemic as it fits within his narrative better.
Why must you own all the media outlets? I mean, could we at least have BET back?
Anyone can have a media outlet. If you want something solely for black people, that can be arranged. Just start a YouTube channel like this black guy did. That's not a black guy. Or start a website. As media online is getting more and more popular, you might find it easier to create a media outlet through there.
Why does every race qualify for reparations except black people?
White people qualify for reparations? Can I get reparations as a, part black woman? Where do I sign up for reparations? Where? Tell me, because I'm pretty sure my friends and I would love to get free money, because it's essentially what it is.
Not that long ago, President Obama did in fact sign a slave reparations bill of sorts. It's not that great. Link in the description, you can check that out yourself. It was estimated by an economist it would cost $14 trillion by today's economic standards to pay roughly what should have been paid back then. Where do you suppose this money comes from? Because I don't think your country can afford to keep paying out free money to people who weren't enslaved because their families were decades ago. Also, wouldn't it be a good idea to go and chase up the African slave owners' descendants who sold your ancestors to begin with?
A long time ago, really not that long ago, you guys prevented black people from learning how to read and write. But why did you let them keep the Bible?
Freedom of religion, fucking assholes. People are allowed to believe whatever the fuck they want to believe.
They weren't given Bibles. Some were taught by more devout slave owners to read and obviously studied the Bible. Others turned to Christianity because they needed hope.
White people, historically, you've never liked black people. But why have you always accepted black people's money?
Greed? But you could say that about any fucking culture, really. Accepting money from people they don't like.
Personally, I was going to say because you make up 40% of the United States welfare bill, but Suzanne's answer seems more reasonable.
What does colonization mean to you?
An absolutely delightful part of my history. In all seriousness, though, colonization, kind of normal. I guess you might be getting a bit annoyed because you think, oh well, it was all built on the back of slavery. You're right. And if you go back far enough, it wasn't only black slaves. Hell, you mentioned the Bible earlier. Israelite slaves were the preferred slave in the time the Bible was written, when slave rules in the Bible were towards how you treat your slave. What do you think, my mixed race honky?
Well, the definition of it means the act of setting up a colony away from one's place of origin. Sorry if that's not the answer you're looking for.
You do know crack and cocaine are both drugs, right? Can you find out why Bill Clinton thinks one should carry a harsher sentence than the other?
This is why. According to New York University, possessing 50 grams of powder cocaine carries the same penalty as possessing 28 grams of crack. That's why. That's fucking why.
No offense, but I'm the chemistry guy. You just violated my safe space. I spent tens of thousands of pounds on a degree for you to Google search it. I feel violated. Also, Clinton was like 2 presidents ago, and he has to sleep with Hillary Clinton. Cut the guy some slack.
Now this one is for Flint. When are you gonna arrest Governor Snyder?
I think this video is old, so I think he's already been arrested. But yeah, if this video wasn't made when it was made, when the fuck is that happening? I'm happy. I think he did get arrested. I'm not all too sure, but fuck yeah. That shit in Flint was fucking outrageous. Jesus Christ.
So when we talk about slavery, why are you uncomfortable? It's part of American history.
I'm English, so it's not part of my history. However, as slavery is still an ongoing issue in this world today, slavery as a whole is a world issue. It is not just an issue for black Americans. Get this through what must be a remarkably dense skull.
When talking about slavery, why are you uncomfortable? Because of assholes like you, who think that just because you're white, you have to apologize for it. I'm sorry, I never owned slaves.
Why do you want to adopt the fun part of black culture, but not the true lifestyle of black American?
Why do you want to adopt the fun part of black culture, but not the true lifestyle of black Americans? What the fuck does that even mean?
I have no idea.
Like, what the fuck is this what does this mean? You could say that about any culture. Fucking really? I'm not Japanese, but I enjoy Japanese culture.
Fucking weeb. I think you'll find white people tried with Rachel Dolezal and Sean King. It just didn't work out well for them. Also, they still can't say nigger. Nigger, 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 nigger. Heh. That was fun.
I gotta know, why do you wear shorts in the wintertime?
White people are more tolerant of colder weather than black people. I live by the ocean. In the winter, there are people on that beach in their shorts, and they're not just white people. Thought you ought to know.
Why the fuck do you wear long pants in the summer?
Before Suzanne loses what's left of her sanity, I think now would be a good time to finish. Thank you all for listening. Want to say goodbye, Suzanne?
Bye.